Hey, and welcome back to Billionaire Status. Today we're going to talk about the secrets of Rolex Authorized Dealers. We all have secrets. Some of them are bad, ugly, and plain embarrassing, and there are others that are just trade secrets. Rolex Authorized Dealers are not any different. They too have secrets, very juicy secrets that you will be interested in. In fact, these secrets can help you understand how these authorized dealers achieve their targets. I know you're already wondering what these secrets are. Well, sit back and enjoy the reveal. There are a few things to bear in mind before we begin. One is that you, as an individual, are not a Rolex customer. I know you may like to think of yourself as one, but you're not. Sorry, the secrets have already begun. Who then are customers? Rolex Authorized Dealers. And this is according to Rolex, since they only consider their authorized dealer as their customer. You, on the other hand, are the authorized dealer's customers. Rolex has a set of targets and requirements that its authorized dealers must meet. They also need to have the Rolex charm, character, and identity required of someone of that class. This may seem like a lot of pressure, but being a Rolex authorized dealer doesn't come easy. Authorized dealers are expected to surmount any obstacle and meet their sales target goal. They're expected to set the bar high and then break it. To achieve this, Rolex authorized dealers sell different models as part of the requirement to meet their sales target. For Rolex authorized dealers, reaching their sales target is their main aim. They're not interested in creating friendships or relationships, except the ones that will help them achieve their goal. This brings us to another super interesting secret: gray dealers. Now, that's a top secret, and not many people know about it. But how does selling to gray dealers help authorized dealers? Gray dealers usually buy a large number of models. So, if the authorized dealer is having issues selling out one of these specific models, the gray dealer will step in, buy those different models, and help the authorized dealers to sell them. Besides helping authorized dealers sell popular models, they also buy less popular ones from authorized dealers. In this way, the authorized dealer will meet their sales target. You should bear in mind that Rolex authorized dealers differ according to city or country. For example, if you visit a modest or inexpensive part of town and decide to get a Rolex, there is a greater chance of you getting one because you'll contribute to the dealer achieving their target. On the contrary, if the part of town you're in is rich, you may have a hard time getting the dealer to sell a Rolex to you. That is because they know that you're not a regular at the store. Plus, they can read you and know that you don't have the money required to acquire a Rolex. At first, they might think you're some random tourist that is not contributing to them meeting their quota, and they may not sell a Rolex to you. But you won't have that issue in the modest part of town. In fact, a large number of people in these kinds of areas will help them achieve their sales target. Rolex authorized dealers in these parts of town only get a certain amount of specific models. If you are filthy rich, you can just walk into the store and buy any Rolex watch, whether rare or diamond-studded. But the problem with going to these stores in highbrow areas is that they may place you on a waiting list. Or depending on whom you meet with or what you know about Rolex authorized dealers, especially in the aspect of staffing. There are staff levels in every Rolex authorized dealer. There is the senior and junior staff, and there's also the manager who manages the two. The senior staff has a greater say and power than the junior staff and conducts business with gray dealers and Rolex flippers in secret. This transaction is a well-guarded secret. Not everyone is aware of it. So don't go screaming, "We told you so." But how do these dealers know who a flipper is? If you walk into any authorized dealer store, they will first check you out to determine if you are a flipper or not. Even if a flipper, they need to know that you're not the type of dealer that will give them trouble. After all, this is a business, and serious problems can harm the business and the brand. Rolex authorized dealers do not usually sell to unknown flippers because there are strict guidelines that they are required to follow. However, in secret, they do sell these to highly recognized flippers because it's normally a hush-hush and confidential deal. This kind of transaction is reserved for flippers they already know and is solely based on trust. Mind you, not all of these authorized dealers operate in the same way, but it will still be difficult to sell to you, just another random individual who walked into their business. Nevertheless, they welcome you warmly and make you feel special. They know that you cannot help them meet their sales targets, so in most cases, they will not sell the watch to you, but you'll leave the store feeling special and on top of the world. Recently, there were riots, and several Rolex authorized dealers were broken into. To prevent that ugly scenario from reoccurring, authorized dealers now put their watches in a safe. During sale hours, few models might be displayed, but at the close of business, all the watches are packed up and locked in a safe. The model of watches authorized dealers put on display during work hours can be tried on by all customers, but still, they can't actually buy those watches. Customers might even notice empty shelves on the store. This gives the customer an idea that the Rolex watch is scarce. But that begs the question, why is there a scarcity of Rolex watches in authorized dealers? The answer isn't far-fetched and can be explained in 3 words: gray market dealers. Remember them? These dealers and authorized dealers do a lot of business together to reach their sales targets. Although an authorized dealer may not have the watches you need due to the artificial scarcity of Rolex, you can get new, unused models from various gray market dealers. Whether you are looking for a Submariner, a Daytona, or a GMT Master, these gray market resellers have them all, and these are all the exact models that are not available from authorized dealers. Through this method of selling several models to gray dealers, authorized dealers can achieve their sales targets and remain in business. But how do gray resellers make their own money? Here is where you come in. Remember that authorized dealers operate on a strict set of rules. If they fail, they might lose their authorized status. One such rule is that the authorized dealers are not allowed to sell above the manufacturer's suggested retail price, also called the MSRP. Some sell above these prices in secret, but it is against the rule, and if discovered, they are in serious trouble. So authorized dealers sell these watches to gray resellers at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. These gray dealers will sell to other individuals at a slightly higher price. This way, they make profits, help the authorized dealer reach their target, and perpetuate the idea that there is a shortage of Rolex watches. The rules bind Rolex authorized dealers, not gray dealers, so they can set their prices any way they want. So now you know the secret behind the purported scarcity of Rolex watches at authorized dealers. But then, who doesn't have a secret? What other secrets do you know about? Do not hesitate to share them in the comment section, including your experiences with Rolex authorized dealers. While on that, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to learn more about the luxury world. Until the next video, this is Billionaire Status. Catch you later.